We all have a right to a life that allows us to move, to be with our family, and when that's removed from you, even in some small way, you start to realize what power and what strength we really do have.
A lot of times people, you know, they want to help, but they don't know how. They don't know what to do.
I think it's imperative that we all feel ownership of the solution.
The thing that they have to go through is such a big, huge weight on people's shoulders, and the MDA just helps you lift that weight a little bit. And they just offer anything that they can with their clinics and support groups and the closet where they allow people to borrow things and use them. It helps lighten the burden.
We want people to care, and there are people out there who do. It doesn't even need to happen to them, and they want to get involved, and they want to be involved, and they want to help.
I think that the best way for people to help other people affected is to take a peek. What do they see, and where do you see gaps? There's so many gaps all over.
Went to a support group for people with ALS, and at that support group, I'm just listening. There was a woman there whose sister has ALS and was very worried about not being able to stay home. So I went to Sally and said, Sally, that's when we need to do something about that. So we put on a lunch and learn or a seminar to talk about that so that we could bring all the experts to the table. But then I know I reached out and got a hold of that family and were able to get them the resources so that they could work on those things.
And MDA has been part of my family, believe me. They are dedicated people. I think they take care of about 30 or 40 different diseases. And ALS has become a big part of their campaign.
I didn't know how much they could help. I didn't know what the services would actually do for us until we were in it.
The loan closet that the MDA has been like the best thing since sliced bread. I mean, they pretty much got anything that I've needed. We barely had to buy anything because when people go, they donate it back.
There are only so many MDA clinics around this country, and we are blessed to have one right here where we know they're dedicated, and the funding comes from the national office as well as the local dollars. It all stays right here to fund that research that someday might find that cure. So we can't stop. We can't, for the sake of the patients who have the disease and for those that might come after.
It's important that people who do sponsor understand that the money is here, it stays here, and it does directly help families.
I couldn't believe how many events there are, how many fundraisers there are, how many different ways there are to help the organization.
I would like to reach out to people, like to continue that, or find a new way to be part of the community, find a new way to hold your own fundraiser, because it's all going to help. It doesn't have to be a telethon. You can do your part from home, on a website, or join a community and be part of another fundraiser.
Well, I'm certainly very grateful for the sponsors that we have for the galas and really any of the other events that we do for the MDA. It's nice to see other people supporting good people.
I don't think that I could ever do enough to thank other people in my lifetime. I really don't. I am extremely grateful for all of the help that I've gotten. I wish that there was more that I could do back, you know?
And without MDA, I wouldn't be here today, believe me.
Thank you for your support for my mom, because she is very, very important to me.
Small difference, big difference, it doesn't matter. But what you can do can help those with an ALS diagnosis, and we can all share the inspiration and be better people for it.